Hello everyone. Today we're gonna discuss tax declaration and how to get the tax deductions. Firstly, I wanted to say that the due date to send back your correct tax declaration is 30th of April, so everyone had more or less 2 months to open it, check it and correct if something is wrong. I encourage everyone to take a look at least and don't be afraid of so many numbers that is written there. What we need to know is that your final taxes to pay comes from a few factors that government takes in calculation. Is your income, here comes all possible kinds of incomes you had the previous year. Then it's your loans and deposits in the bank, so-called wealth. Loans and debts will give you a discount on your taxes, and if you have a lot of wealth like deposits in the bank or properties, you will have to pay more taxes. If you have kids, there also will be deductions in taxes related to your family situation, and if you have stocks, it will be deduction or paying taxes, depends on how good this stock's doing. If you sold stocks with big loss, it will be deduction, and if you gain money from stocks and investments in previous year, you will have to pay taxes from it. So pretty easy. Also, there is one more thing, like in this example we will be doing is business. If you own a company, then you will have to fill out information on how much money your company made or lost in previous year. So when you scroll down, you can see first chapter is your employment and pensions payments for 2022. Here you just need to check that amount written is matching your reports that your employee, NAV or other organizations sent you in the end of 2022. I advise you to always double check it because in some cases there can be mistakes, especially if you paid by hours and get benefits from state. If you had another income and you not see it registered here and wish to add, then you click button below to do it. It will increase amount of taxes you need to pay. Next in, you will see the general deduction that state gives to everyone who works in Norway, and it's 109,000 krones. This deduction includes already costs that you spend on getting to work, working clothes, but you can change it if you spend more money last year that is related straight to your working place. For example, if you work as a builder or in constructions and had to buy expensive tools for yourself in order to work and it's not paid by your employee. Also, you can add expenses for your overnight stays for work if it was not paid by employee, but note that you need to have documentation for it, so it's not going just to write it there, because if Skattemelding decides to check you, you need to show them all the bills. It will also bring down your total tax to pay. Next, you will see all information about your bank accounts and loans. Here we see that by end of 22, person had 25,000 in cash on checking account and bunch of loans from different banks. If you have something similar, then check it carefully that everything matches with information here. Usually bank sends email in the end of the year that is called årsoppgave when they show summary for the year. Loans and interests that you paid on these loans for 2022 will bring your total tax down. Here goes, for example, loan on car, house. More interest you pay, more deduction you will have. And if you have money in savings, then you will have to pay taxes on interest you earned. Here below you can also add information that is missing if you want. Next on goes information about your family situation, and here you get a tax deduction if you paid the childcare previous year, so kindergarten or AX for kids in school. You can also check it with årsoppgave that this facility is sent to you in end of year. Here also you can add expenses for private babysitters if you had some. You will have to document these expenses and expenses on traveling if you have to deliver your kids to childcare and it's far from your home. All this will give you deduction on taxes. Also, for single parents who have main custody of their kids alone, there is a deduction of 52,000 kroner, and from 2023, government replaced it with other benefits. So 2022 will be the last year to get it. If you have shared custody for a child with other parents, so-called delt bosted, then each of you will get 26,000 in their deduction. In this case, person have full custody of the child and it will give the full deduction. If you had big medical bills, for example, for your child, you can also add these expenses below. Next on is finances, and here you will see your investments. If you own stocks, it will show here and will give you deduction if you lost money last year selling them. In this case, person sold shares with loss and get deduction. After you're done checking everything, it will give you a summary of all the income, all the deductions, wealth, debts, how much taxes you already have paid, and we come here to a result that person paid too little and need to pay back 10,490 kroners. But there is one more thing we need to fill in, and that's the information about company that is registered on this person. I will talk now about enkeltmannsforetak or private company, where income or loss of the company combines together with private incomes for last year. Here we start by answering questions. Person have company for a few years now and it's registered in MVA register, but last year it didn't make any significant income. We check out boxes here. Next on, we fill out information, very easy. Last year income. Here you put gross income that you made. And here it will be 7,500 kroners. Next on, if you had expenses, for example, for tools, equipment that you had to buy to be able to provide services, you put it in this window. In this case, it's 9,154 kroners. Note that you will need to have all documentation about purchases on place in case Skatteetaten will want to check you. These expenses will bring your taxes down. Next on, I will fill in other costs. And here we are looking at cost of having a home office. In this case, person have a room in the house that is used only for working, and we can discount amount from rent that person have paid. In this case, it's 16,870 kroner per month for 52 square meters. Working room is 7 square meters. We divide 16,870 by 52, multiplying by 7 and multiplying by 12 months, and get 27,251 kroner that we can put at cost of having a home office. Here also can be added all expenses for phone, electricity, postage, everything that is related to your business and not private usage. In this case, we also add cost of the phone for previous year. Here it was 3,200 kroners. All these costs that we filled in bring company income last year to minus 25,705 kroner. And this will be deducted from private income that we had on the previous page. Submit changes and we get in total calculations reduced tax from 10k to 4,600 kroner. That person still needs to pay back, but it's still much better than 10,000 anyways. After you've done everything, you submit your changes and sleep well until next year. Here I was doing an example, so of course I didn't cover a lot of different deductions. If I would do this, then we're stuck with a series for 2 seasons, so sorry if you didn't find information about your specific problem. I just wanted to show that filling this declaration is not as scary as it seems. Hit me up in the comments if you have some questions related to this video, and see you soon. Bye!